everybody. Dr. Giggles is here in the house, and this is your Wednesday night Grove Show. How's everybody doing? What's up, Theme Park, New England? What's up, Max? What's up, John? What's up, Chicken? How's everybody doing? It's a madhouse around here. My dad just stopped by and gave us Clorox wipes and toilet paper. So that's why I was a couple minutes late. And I got good news tonight. Something that happened. What'd it do? Would it stop on Facebook? Is that what it did? Oh wait. Oh no, it's alive. It's on. Okay, I thought it stopped. I guess it's live. All right. Anyway, so let me get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need on. Oh man, these people are loud as fudge. People are really loud right now in my house. They need to go F off. That's what they need to do. So anyway, good news is finally, the what do you call it? Fairtown movie is complete and will be releasing this week. I am in a little while going to debut the second and final trailer. I was going to try and do more, but I got to do some deleted scenes that I'm going to be working on this week and record some videos I want to record and see what happens with that. But we got to do that. So we got that. But anyway, tonight we are also going to be talking about there's a Six Flags membership survey that went out. Some Cedar Fair season pass updates. There's a bunch that there's going to be a bunch of stuff that we'll talk about. You know, we didn't do a show yesterday based on I had to go do some stuff yesterday, and I wasn't going to be able to do a 1 o'clock show, but we'll be doing a 1 o'clock show tomorrow. So we'll be doing that. Tomorrow's show will probably like this show mixed with Planet Coaster in it, just because I didn't play it yesterday, and I haven't played it today, and I won't. But I did all I did today was watch the second screening of the movie, and then I was like, all right, cool, because the first screening, some of the audio was messed up, and then I fixed it. So we're in a good place right now. And right now, what I'm doing is, hang on, I'm putting it on Twitter. If you guys could share this out there, and then we'll begin. And while we're doing that, let me know down in the comments how you guys are, handling everything. You guys okay? Anybody lost their mind like I have? Anybody else sick of what's going on like I have? Out there with all this stupid stuff. I told a Walmart employee yesterday to go F themselves because I didn't have a mask. I'm like, start Saturday, you gotta have a mask. And I was like, to go in any store in Rhode Island. I'm like, well, looks like I'm not shopping at a store. I'll just go online and then I'll never shop in a store again. There you go. They just taught me and told me against my own rights that I have to wear a mask or I can't shop. Well, guess what? I don't have to wear a mask going on Amazon. Now I don't have to shop at any store. I'll never have to leave my house to shop again. See, now they lost the customer just because they were stupid. I know it's my belief, but the whole thing is a scam, just so you know, in my opinion. Theme Park, podcast, news. All right. We're good. Now we can do whatever it is we need to do. Watched 8.5 this afternoon. It's an Italian film. Check it. When you're talking about Dorney Park, it went off the town hall thing. It was supposed to be for tomorrow. There was going to be a meeting, the town meeting for approval, and they took it off. I think for next year, it's a no-go. I think it'll come in 2022. That's what I truly believe what's going on. Well, it looks. I've already told Jessica. I said they give me a fine. I'm gonna rip it up and wipe my ass with it and hand it back to them, and go, here you go. Here's your fine. I ain't paying it. They can arrest me. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. So if I don't show up next week at all, I'm in jail because I didn't wear a mask. You kidding? I'm purposely gonna go for a long walk, starting Saturday, around my neighborhood without a mask to see what happens. I am going to test authority. Because civil disobedience started in Michigan today, and it's going to continue, you watch. And it's going to, see, this whole thing. Yeah, I know a lot of places were pulled because they were going to do a virtual meeting for Dorney, and all that, all that to do it. Well, Jay, I don't know what your state's doing. Like, they announced that yesterday, saying, as of this Saturday, you have to wear a mask out, or you can't go shopping, whatever. It's against my civil rights. I'm sorry. I don't believe in it. And I mean, parks may make you do that. Keep that in mind. When the parks reopen, people are kind of freaking out. I don't know what's going to happen when the parks reopen with this stupid whole thing. I don't know if it's canceled or going on about the Magic Mountain RMC rail, and I'm going to tell you why. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows when any park's going to open. Nobody knows anything. I put the when will parks open like in part of the things to talk about it. And what I want to do when we get to that point, and I want input from you guys. What do you guys feel? I mean, we briefly talked about this like a week ago, 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't even know. I know what day it is. Today's actually my mom's birthday. I thought it was yesterday, and I called her and wished her a happy birthday. And I said, at least I said happy birthday to you in case I didn't talk to her. I haven't talked to her today. She didn't come with my father. Well, see, here's the thing, Jay. It's probably recommended in Texas. The governor of Rhode Island made an executive order you have to wear a mask. You don't get a choice. If you go out, you leave your house, you have to wear a mask or you get fined. That's crossing. My father's one of the biggest liberal idiots out there. Right? Total liberal, hates Trump, hates anything other than liberal things. I don't know how we get along because I'm a down the middle guy. I'm not a left or a right political person at all. I'm down the middle, all around. And even he said that's overstepping the bounds. He even said that it's overstepping. So I don't know if parks are going to make you do it. I don't think they can. I don't know. It's going to depend on your state when you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, all the Hershey posted on their website about plans to open early in June if things progress. Here's the thing. I may lose fans. I may lose subscribers. What I'm about to say, and I don't care. I'm going to voice my opinion. And look, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody anybody that's died from this virus, anybody that's scared, that's okay. I'm giving you my opinion about all of this, what it means, and everything. And if you guys can't handle my opinion, I understand. And if you don't want to listen to me mumble jumble and you want to leave, by all means, it's okay. I don't care if everybody leaves and everybody just goes, you're an idiot, I can't stand you anymore. I'll still do a show to the puppet thing that's over here you can't see. I don't care. This isn't about this, that, and the other. The whole thing is a scam. The whole thing is a scam. They got you by the balls, scared. I can because, they're very optimistic, Robble, and I agree with that. Nobody should be putting a maybe. Like the parks that were indefinitely closed, that's the honest approach to go because everybody's scared for no reason. Go look up the Washington Times. They did an article, I think it came out yesterday, and I read it. Based on deaths, the hospital rates, all this other stuff, they said the death is like 0.017% of the entire population died. It's not even 1%. I know before people come start, the data was from as of that day, when they up to that point where they wrote the article. It wasn't today, isn't tomorrow. It was up to that point when they wrote that article. And I just said it's pretty stupid because they said what we see for the data right now does not warrant any of the panic that's going on. So I feel that they've overstepped the boundaries. They've closed parks. They've closed everything that we loved. And the good news is the Rustic Drive-In here, and that's on 146 and Woonsocket, is working with the state to open. So it's probably going to be like we can go to the drive-in, but no, they didn't say what, but there's probably going to be no concession stand, no bathroom or something. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Lindsay. You're going to get more boomerangs gutted. They're like you know what I mean? Like the 40 coasters and stuff like that. That's the new boomerangs. But anyway, like I said, that might piss everybody off is you're being duped. You're being fooled. Data is data. Science is science. They're scaring you because they're taking your rights away. They're trying to do mandatory vaccines. I can't take that vaccine. That vaccine would kill me. Just by taking it. That's why I don't take the flu shot. It will kill me. I can't take it. I will die just by taking it. Never mind getting it. I have a better chance of surviving it if I got it than I did if I didn't. I would die if they injected me with it because of some of the ingredients in there I'm allergic to, and I would die. Period. A lot of people are not scared anymore, and everybody's sick of it. I get it. You got if people are that worried, and you're worried about the flu, you're worried about anything, I get it. I'm not trying to be a douchebag to anybody. If you're scared because maybe you have an underlying condition, maybe you're elderly, maybe you're really worried about it, that's fine. Stay home, be quarantined. They're quarantining everybody, but quarantine is for somebody that's sick, not people that are healthy. So in turns, it's going to be ruining our theme park world. It's going to be ruining everything. Yeah, I mean, we still got a ways to go based on, the curve and whatever. And I'm not denying that people are sick. I'm not denying that people are dying. I'm not denying that for this year, the theme parks are, they're screwed. Because my prediction of opening a theme park at this second, especially around here, in our area, because what was it yesterday? A bunch of Northeast states made a pact of how to reopen together. So it was like Delaware, Pennsylvania, I think, is in it. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island. There's like 6 or 7 of them. I forgot how many. But I think it goes like that. Six Flags took something else today that might push them back into bankruptcy against. Why? What did Six Flags do? That might put the credit line thing again? I don't know. Everybody's losing money. We're all like they say, we're all in this thing together, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? We're all into it together. We're all screwed together, and I get it. It sucks. Like I said, I'm not denying that there is an issue, but is it the issue that we're really, what do you call it? Is it really the issue? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with all this, and I'm trying. I'm really trying, and I told issued a $725 million secured note at 7%. Yeah, things. I mean, what do you call it? Disney just took a $5 billion thing for them too. Everybody's going to be in crazy debt because of this thing, and all their stocks are going to get hammered, and yeah, everything is crazy in the theme park world. I mean, not just that, but I mean, we talk about theme parks and life and stuff here. I mean, look at AMC theaters. Look at them. They're already talking to bankruptcy lawyers. So, I mean, right now, I don't have to do that with my company. I don't have to take a loan out right now. Yeah, It's crazy. Yeah, like check it. SeaWorld Parks, Busch Gardens, all the parks are losing money. There is no park that's I mean, they're making like a little bit of money, but they're not making a ton of money. I mean, for the most part, they've all stopped collecting. And like Six Flags, the only one that's still collected. If you didn't hit the pause button. Like that lawsuit that's going around that somebody's suing about that. That's a stupid lawsuit. Yeah, the debt for Six Flags isn't going to be good. The debt for anybody. Everybody's going to be collecting debt. I'm sure Cedar Fair is going to be probably pulling some moves. They probably don't have to do it yet, or they're probably going to have to do something. I just want people to realize that don't fall into the trap. I can tell you from personal experience, not something made up, not a conspiracy theorist, that this virus is bullshit. I can tell you that from personal experience. I'm not here making things up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know physical people, what they're going through, what they're seeing, what I'm going through, and what I've seen. Just being around people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. It's not like I'm here to tell you the truth of what I know. I'm not out there. I don't watch the news, except for today. I used the Snapchat and Facebook filters to make the governor like a pizza face or something like that. That I did do because I wanted to make fun of her and post it, and hopefully people would share it, and she would see it. What an idiot she is. And that's the only news I watch. I want you to know from my experience, with everybody, with people that are sick and how they're reacting to it. Put it this way. If any of you got it, right? If anybody got it out there, it's no different than getting the flu. I don't think it's any different than if you got pneumonia or bronchitis or anything. It's just a little bit mutated, but it's the same. Same thing. So, if you got an underlying condition, you're probably screwed if you get it. If you get the bad, there's two versions. There's a mild and a severe case. One person within this family had a severe case. They're not on a ventilator. They're home. They're at their own home. They're isolated from us. But someone in my home officially has it, and then we're waiting test results for everything else. But we just assume because we've been around them that we all have it. You know what I mean? So, again, just if you're afraid, stay home. If you don't want to catch it, maybe you got some reason to stay home. That's fine. Stay home. Nobody's. I'm not going to knock you for it. I'm just saying, just be mindful. Wake up. Because it's going to hurt. Everything that we love is going to hurt bad. They're saying concerts might not reopen until 2021. My father was telling me, Bon Jovi was telling Howard Stern that he thinks he's done. He's like, how are they ever going to let 50,000 fans in an arena anymore after this? You can. But maybe, I think what they need to do is give everybody some hygiene and some courtesy of, if you're sick, you stay home. You got a cold, you're sneezing, you're a dirty, stay home. That way you can let everybody else enjoy the parks. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth Oakland? It's been a while since you've been in here. What's up? It's been a while. But yeah, like I said, just be mindful of everything. And we all want our theme parks. We're eventually going to get them. And my advice to all of you is when they open, go. Just go and support them. Yeah, my dad's got COPD, and he goes out every day. My dad don't care. He goes out every single... I yell at him I'm like, dude, you're 75. You got COPD. You need to stay home. He's got diabetes. He's got heart disease. He's got it all. I don't think he has emphysema, but he's got COPD. He's had heart attacks. He has diabetes. Like, he's the one person that should be staying home. And he even said, when are we going to Six Flags? When is it opening? And he's 74. He's turning 75 this year. He's just like, I don't care. I'm going. My dad is just, he's, put it this way, my dad is such a I don't give a shit kind of person that years ago, I forgot what year it was, he had a heart attack, and then not even 6 months later, he was riding King to car. He didn't have the okay to go do all that stuff yet. And he was riding King to car for the first time, and he was like a little school kid, and he loved it. He doesn't care. Think about that. Someone who has all these health conditions in this, I mean, he has a mask, but he goes out. He goes to the stores. He goes fishing. He doesn't care. He just goes. He's not a bitch. He goes out. He just goes. I walk out the door. I get to look at death. Why are you going out? But I go. Matter of fact, I was going to go get a coffee before this, but I ran out of time because I was talking to my dad. And, but yeah. So, like I said, when it comes to the parks, when they open, go. Just go, enjoy, support the parks. I know a lot of us don't like to spend money in the parks, especially, we got passes and stuff. I'm not saying go blow $100 every time you go. Go buy a shirt, go buy something that even if it's a couple dollars, just any little thing. It's kind of like doing a donation to help the parks. They're gonna need it. If you want to be able to see good attractions, come your way, that's what you got. That's what we got to do. We got to come together as a community. You got to get all the coaster and theme park enthusiasts and whoever likes them, go out there, go and have fun. Look, if they're so worried about all that stuff, there's no way that you can totally cleanse a park. People are disgusting. People sweat. People are gross. People don't wash their hands. They go wipe their ass. They go out. You know what I mean? They don't go wash their hands. People are gross. We all know that. It's disgusting out there in the world. And they should do more to help people. Remind people. I mean, it kind of weirded me out when I was at Walmart. John will know this, who the lady is. There's a black woman, like a medical person or something that's always with the governor on her daily briefings. If you go inside, I know the Walmart in Cranston, when I was in there yesterday, the thing was playing. They're saying, oh, make sure you social distance. Stay 6 feet away. Like it's just playing over and over on a stupid loop. And then that black lady, I don't know what her name is. She comes on and she's like, I'm like, why is this lady on Walmart over the speaker? Like a recording. And the recording just plays and plays and plays and plays. It's crazy. It is nuts. Matter of fact, I got to charge my drones up. I want to fly them up during this, like all over the place, just to kind of see what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, you don't realize how much you miss the theme parks until, actually, it's not just theme parks. It's everything in life. You don't realize how much you miss stuff and wish you would have anything until you lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are, like, freaking out, and I get it. My thoughts on the Busch Gardens VA shuttle coaster launch giga. Depends. I'm all for it to be built. My problem is, and let's talk about it now. Here's my problem with any attractions going on at all, period, for 2021. Because I think it was you you were just saying, so the new Spinning Wild Miles coaster going to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is canceled, like the new edition won't be there this year or next year. I don't know if that's going to be the following year or the year after that. They had to cut some money. They must not have paid, or they were like, look, we got to cut this thing out. I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't work in any of the park, corporate headquarters. I'm not in the meetings. So my thing is, if a park had a thought about a 2021 attraction, and they didn't pay for it, most likely they're not going to do it. I mean, they could probably get out of a lot of the contracts based on the money situations. You know, it depends how far in the process they are. I mean, if they're already building the tracks for coasters and or building rides and stuff, they might be stuck in a sense where they've already built it. You know, like they built track. But I know they're probably still building track, or maybe they're not, depending upon, you know, whatever their town or state, whatever regulations dictate what they can and can't do. You know, I was worried for a while, like the addition in my pool where it wasn't going to get built, and then I started doing some research, and I'm okay in that aspect. So, by all means, just keep building what we got to build. But, again, when it comes to all this stuff with these attractions, some attractions that, I mean, it's kind of weird that they're canceling. It's kind of weird that they're canceling attractions. What was Darien Lake supposed to get? I don't even remember. I have no idea what they were supposed to get. But it's just weird that they announced all these attractions and then they canceled some. You know what I'm saying? Like they canceled some attractions to save money. Well, here's the thing, checking. We don't know if they did a full test or not. We don't know that. You know, that's something that we don't know. I don't remember what... Like I said, I don't remember what Darien Lake was supposed to get. I don't remember. So I don't know what attraction were they getting a water slide, a ride? I forgot. Well, they still got the video up. So let's see what they got. Let's see. Over Georgia, Great America. Tag Outlaw, that. Supergirl, Daredevil Dive, Jersey Devil Coaster. They're still showing on the main page. Sidewinder Safari. Wahoo Wave. A water slide. They're still showing that. They're still showing all the... On the main Six Flags page, it still shows up. Now, I'm not doubting anything anybody's saying. I'm just checking, I want to see. I every time I do the show, I check because you just don't know what's going to happen. So let's... Waiting for Six Flags, like always. Well, I'm looking at Darien Lake right now. If you look on the main page, don't click any of the buttons. Scroll down where it says rides. And it says coming into 2020, it shows Wahoo Wave. I'm looking at it right now.
Get ready for 6 stories of pure adrenaline.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Wahoo Wave. Climb aboard a 4-person tube and plunge into a 30-foot.
So it's still there right now. The only ride that I've seen that isn't Six Flags Fiesta Texas Daredevil Dive, which is a Zamperla Air Race, a super air race. I've been dying to ride that model of it because that ride looks cool. I mean, I've ridden the big one and I've ridden the small one, and then now I have to ride this one that I would have rode unless there's more than those 3 versions. But I've ridden all those versions. I think all the same parks. I mean, if you go to California and you go to Discovery Kingdom, yeah, Discovery Kingdom has taken the new ride completely off the site. Now, beyond that, I don't think the other parks did. We know that Magic Mountain is getting nothing. I think Georgia's still getting theirs. Yep, new for 2020. Great America I looked at the other day, and they were still getting theirs. No. No. Great America has taken off theirs. So whatever that they were getting, they're not getting now. So Great America is taking theirs off. Let's see. No, Six Flags America still getting Harley Quinn's Spinsanity. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's make sure New England didn't cancel theirs. New England's still getting Supergirl. As of the second, we don't know. Anything could change. Let's see. Six Flags St. Louis. They're still getting their Vominator, the Catwoman whip. Let's see what else is next. We know for a fact that Daredevil Dive's coming. Let's see if Great Escape got rid of theirs. Great Escape still has theirs coming. All right. Well, what do you call it? Frontier City doesn't have anything on their list. Fiesta Texas, we know, is building theirs. What about Over Texas? We know Over Texas, they've been building that, so that's not going anywhere. Let's see. I know this is kind of like a pain, but I'm just going through. Lerone, we don't know what's going to happen because they might not even open this year. Because the government in Quebec said nothing until August 31st to even open. Matter of fact, you can't even get to their website. That's a new interesting... Hey, you guys, you can't even get to Lerone's website. You click it, it goes right back to their main site. I've done it 3 times. So what's up with that? Maybe that park's going bye-bye. What about Mexico City? No, I can get to Mexico. And this got Crazanity. All right, so there's something fishy. Go ahead, guys. Try it. Try to see if we get to Lerone. It's blocking. Let's see. Saudi Arabia's on here. Let's show park renderings and whatever. Out in the desert. So there you go. There's something. Well, Roller Coaster database is only for coasters. They're not going to tell you Flat Rides got canceled. That's probably, you know what? That's probably what they're probably going to do. You could get to Lerone's on there. It kept kicking me out and telling me to go eat a bag of dirt. Yeah, I mean, Discovery Kingdoms, I don't know how. Didn't we say it's probably a $6-7 million coaster probably with nothing? And then that water slide might be $1 million around there. So even you say it was $1 million for the slide and say $6 million for the coaster, it's only $7 million. So you're gonna probably see, like I was saying, for 2021, like I said, you probably here's 2 scenarios of what will happen with what do you call it? What I feel anyway. Let me make sure nobody from Facebook. Oh, there's Larry. Sorry, Larry, I didn't see. I just checked where I can see Facebook, but he's fresh out of quarantine. But yeah, so here's your 2021 stuff. Again, if they didn't already pay for it, you ain't getting it. That's number 1. Number 2, if just like Robble said, if in fact they're not going to cut it, 2021, you will not see rides, and most likely being so late in the game when these parks are probably going to open, Some part, some places like Great Escape, if they're not going to open in August, they might not even open. You know, that's so weird. On here, it just keeps kicking me out on the website. It blocks it. When I go click on Lerone, it just brings me back. It kicks me out. I don't know why. I don't have a pop-up block or nothing. Let me try one more time. Nope, it just keeps kicking me out. I'm starting to sweat to death in this thing. Excuse me, guys, for a second as I take off my shirt. I'm sweating right now. Is the heat on or something? No, the heat's off. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I still gotta get Marcus's box. I don't know if I should send it to his house or wait for him to come up here. I don't know what. Remember when I gave away the box of stuff? I gotta get him in a box. He was gonna get it up here. We thought we were all gonna be hanging out and everything with the. We thought things were gonna open, and then he went back. So I gotta get him his box. I'm just gonna say, hey, where do you live, and just send it to him. I think he gave me that. I just gotta get it to him. I hit news, and that bounced me out. Maybe something's funky going on. Maybe they're updating it. I don't know what. This hat is making me sweat. Whew. I don't know. But yeah, so again, there's so many factors going into this because of this. Oh, I'm sure they're still going to be doing there. But let's go to Cedar Fair Parks. All right, let's look. Okay, our parks. Show me your parks. Okay. I'm just going to go line by line. Let's see if I can learn more. I don't know. All right, so I'm on so they got South Bay Shores opening. It's California's Great America, open in 2020. That's what it says for them. Let me go close that. What's the next one? Okay, we know Canada's Wonderland stuff's going through because I've seen construction pictures. Carowinds, what are they getting? Nothing, probably. Boogie Board Racer. Oh, is that a racing slide? And they're getting Grand Carnival. It still says it's coming. So let's just click it. So you're getting a racing slide over there. Right, cool. I like those. I want one of those to come to New England. How about anybody out there in New England likes to go with water slides? Would you guys like to see a racing one? I know I would. I wish I had the money for one. I mean, if I put it at my parents' house, I could put it. I just don't have the money. See the point. Let's see what they got going on. All right, so they got Hotel Breakers thing. They say 150 years. I'm clicking that. Ticket of a lifetime. Yeah, everything still seems to be on point for that. Dorney's getting nothing, right? Like usual. Oh, Seaside Splash works. All right, so they're getting that. King's Dominion. What were they getting? I don't even remember what they were getting. Coconut Shores. What's that? Oh, the little play area. The little kiddie area. Which is fine. You got to have stuff for the kids. You got to. So it just seems like all those projects are still going. You know? We'll go with that. Let's see. Check SeaWorld. Well, we all know all the new stuff for this year. Obviously, with Texas, they got their wood, so that's already been open and people have already ridden it. Pantheon, we know is going to open. That's done. Iron Gwazi's done. That thing's been testing. This year, everything is a go, even out in California. Everything for everything for SeaWorld parks, that's all a go. It just depends if they open or not. That's the key to the whole thing is, are they going to open? So, yeah, so Cedar Fair stuff, you know. Yeah, I know. Cedar Fair does it right, I think. Have it ready. I mean, I can understand why, like, Six Flags does it. When I've talked to, even when I talked to Lake Compounds. Oh, matter of fact, speaking of Lake Compounds, I sent the questions in. So then I just got to wait for the contact to schedule that, and Lake Compounds recorded interview will happen. There's only 10 questions, so that's okay. See, with the Disney World and Disneyland, whatever is tentatively scheduled to open, I know they've halted construction on anything that hasn't been done. Everything is kind of up in the air for when it's gonna open. I'm sure at Disney they probably almost done with Ratatouille. I mean, I don't know. They got to, because they were supposed to open summer, so they probably got it's probably gonna be delayed. Tron, when it closed, was ahead of schedule. I know that. The Mickey Mini Railway at Disney World opened. Obviously, Rise of the Resistance opened at both parks. Now, that's all good. Sesame Place, maybe the only thing. Dollywood, I don't think is getting a ride this year. They just getting shows and stuff. Silver Dollar City, I know that's not canceled, because Silver Dollar City, I've seen construction. I think they're done with the Rapids ride. I think. Because I've seen a ton of construction thing. Pictures and stuff from that. So we're pretty... Most of the stuff is okay. The only stuff that the only rides that I'm really worried about is Six Flags rides at this moment, because I don't know how far in the game we are, and I would love if I could somehow escape to Massachusetts without getting my balls busted, and take this puppy for a flight and go fly this over the park. Now, I wish I was allowed to. I'm not going to illegally, because I'm a very advocate about don't do it unless you got permission kind of thing. I wish I could get permission to go do that, because I would. But I wish I could, but I would never. And I don't condone anybody going to do it illegally. But I would love it if somebody would do it. If they would let me. Yeah, so see, you're all good with knowing that, So, that's all good. Ooh, I got gum. I could use some gum. Hey, Dum, you got some gum? So, again, like I said, there are... Oh, yeah, right now, everything's a ghost town, man, because of what's going on. Now, I think you're going to get parks. You will. You're just going to have a short season this year. And the reason why I say that is they're going to create these new guidelines. Now, I thought of a great way, and I used Six Flags New England. Well, here's the thing. I know the spot where the person that flew the drone before, I know exactly where it is across the river, where somebody can go fly a drone, because that's how we got the footage. They flew from across the river. Now, you could fly above the river. And just go around the perimeter. You won't be in the property. But this drone in particular, I could be far enough away and I could still get good shots without even being anywhere near the property. Because this is the Mavic 2 zoom. This camera zooms, has a zoom on it. So I could fly far enough away from the park without being anywhere near a ride. I could go around the perimeter, but the thing is, I don't want to do that. That goes against everything that I'm about. As much as I would love to do it, I wouldn't do it without permission because, again, it's against everything. You know, I told the park that I would never personally do that to them. They have signs all along Main Street saying no drones. So by me flying that without any permission is going against everything, and they would be pissed. But I think, even though I think they would be pissed, I don't think they'd be too pissed right now. I'm going to tell you why. I think if you're going to fly a drone, now would be the good time to do it. I'm going to tell you why. Because most of the park staff is furloughed. They're not getting paid. They're getting unemployment, or they're getting a huge pay cut, like a 25% pay cut or something like that. Now, they don't want you to, but right now, they're probably going, I don't give two flying anything about what you do because, you know, they're probably going, you know what? Screw this. I don't care enough right now. I'm not getting paid my salary, or I'm not getting paid at all. I'm sitting home. I don't give a crap what pops up. You know? So, I mean, maybe now is a good time to do it. They're probably just like, I don't care. You know, the park isn't open. You're not endangering anybody. You're not, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing. So, but I know if I go drive over there and I'm flying it around, eventually, I'm sure I get bagged by the cops for something. What are you doing out here? You're from out of state. Why are you in Massachusetts? You know, for me to drive to the park is about an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes around there to get there. I've never been to the spot, so I don't know how secluded it is. You know, all that said, but I figure like this. If I could find a way to do it without pissing too many people off, I'd probably do it at this point in time. But I'm trying not to be, you know, because of this imaginary monster that's going on is keeping us from doing that. So, yeah, I don't think CoasterCon is at all going to happen. I wouldn't book a hotel. I wouldn't book a nothing. CoasterCon is not happening this year. Which is fine by me because I was most likely not going. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, we marked the date on the calendar in June to decide about the wedding. You know, like what we're going to do, because the potential for that is, 1, keep it as is. 2, do it at the house. Or 3, do it in Disney. That's the potentials. But we set a date to when we're going to go over everything, decide what we're going to do, how we're doing it. I think it's like June 17th, I think we'd set. That's the date we're going to decide what we're going to do. End the story. That's what we're going to do. And I said, and I get it because everybody wants certain things to happen, and everybody's kind of freaking out because we can't, everything, it's just a mess. So I said, instead of arguing and fighting, I said, let's just think in our own heads for now. June 17th, we'll talk about it and just pick it and just do whatever. We'll decide a wedding date, we'll decide a this or that. So, who knows? I was just going to look up something. What was I just going to... I got to look. Oh, I know what I was going to look at. All right. I'm trying to... hang on. What I'm trying to do is see... I'm looking at the ACE events online. Oh, yeah. 2021 CoasterCon is at Cedar Point and Kennywood. So technically, CoasterCon 43, if it don't happen, next year will be 43, and then the year after will be 44. You know what's funny? They probably got all these T-shirts getting made and all this, and then they're probably not going to have CoasterCon. Hopefully they didn't invest in the shirts. Hopefully they didn't invest in anything. Hopefully they didn't spend $1. Because if I was president, I'd be like, I ain't spending nothing until I know. It's going to be cutting it close. Yeah, I don't know about Golden Ticket Award ceremony. I mean, if things are still shut down by September, something's... Well, they can't really do it. If parks haven't opened, they can't have a Golden Ticket Award ceremony this year. Because what are you going to vote on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna vote on? What you think was gonna be the best new ride without riding it? You can't. That's why I hate Golden Ticket Awards, like the way that people vote. Because of... People have voted for rides that they've never ridden. And it's kind of like, that's bad. I never vote for anything that, they have a not available, you can click. I forgot what it is. You can click so you don't vote on it if you haven't ridden it. If I haven't ridden, a section, I'm not going to vote. That's fake. I'm not just going to vote for vote. What's the latest park? What is... Oh, CEO for which one, John? SeaWorld or Six Flags or whoever? It's Disney. If you watch, I always do a reaction video. One year we had Dave do it. And then I started doing it. Just giving my, my thoughts on how I'm very critical of everything. Well, it should... Realistically, even without the best new whatever, if the parks didn't open, you shouldn't be able to vote for it. Like the ones like, the ones like they win best whatever, like say best landscape. You can't do that because parks didn't open. I think it would be totally unfair to give any awards out, especially if the parks don't open. So that's why I'm a total believer in if the parks don't open or don't have much of a season, just cancel the awards for this year and do it next year. That's the only legit way to do those awards. Because if they held the awards even without the parks open, that's bullshit. That would totally tarnish their reputation. And then everybody would really see him for the joke that it becomes. You can't. If the parks don't open till July, August, don't even bother voting because the voting usually ends right around CoasterCon is when they do it. And I'm not. If they send a thing, I'm like, why are you doing voting? You can't vote if the parks aren't even open. You can't vote. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, after a certain point, the real thing to do is just postpone them for this year and do them next year. That's it. No harm, no foul. Yes, it sucks that you wouldn't have a year with them, but you can't legitimately vote for parks and they're not even open. You can't base off of your votes from last year. That's baloney. You just can't do that. You really can't. That's really messed up if you did that for real. Like, I couldn't fathom the idea of somebody still allowing a vote on rides when they're not open, on parks and stuff. You just can't. Oh wait, somebody opinions on SeaWorld getting a B&M coaster. Yeah, I've heard a rumor about that. I'm right now I'm kind of against the wing coasters because they don't utilize their true potential. Because to utilize their true potential would probably have to spend $25-30 million to get the true potential. Yeah, I think with the Lerone Viper Coast, I think. See, somebody I know that lives up in Canada that I was talking to was saying that they should have already been building that thing already, even with the park closed. But I don't think Larone's going to open this year. I think that's going to be a new 2021 attraction right there. But that didn't really. The only thing that it cost Six Flags was to dismantle, transport it, and repaint it. If they're going to repaint it, refurbish. I don't know how much it costs to dismantle, rebuild, paint, whatever. I don't know what the cost. A couple $1 million probably. I don't know what the cost. I'm just throwing numbers off the top of my head. I don't know what they are, but it's not a lot of money compared to like buying it brand new. So, yeah. So I think Larone's attraction is going to be new for 2021. That's, yeah. Quebec the other day was like not everything. Their stay-at-home orders or whatever. August 31st. Imagine that. They're stuck till August 31st. That's a bunch of hooey. That means Canada's Wonderland's probably not going to open either. So their attractions are going to be new for 2021. Because you're not going to get that. Yeah, somebody was saying there was supposed to be a company. Whoever this person was said it was supposed to be this company the other day. They were supposed to do something. It was supposed to be this week. They were supposed to be doing something. And then I haven't talked to that person since to find out anything. But they didn't know for sure. I think at some point Six Flags will get rid of Gotham City Gauntlet Escape from Arkham Asylum. And I keep saying I see it being moved at some point to oh yeah, Wonderland's in Ontario. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, they're not that close. But regardless, I get it. Maybe Canada's Wonderland does the same thing. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. But one of two things I see happening with Gotham City Gauntlet. One, it goes to Great Escape, or two, it goes to another park. But I think that Great Escape would benefit from that ride. It wouldn't be obviously themed to Gotham City, but it would, they could repaint it, redo the cars, and that ride. And I know people that live around Great Escape are like, screw that ride, I don't want it. But let's face it, the amount of things that you guys can have up at the Great Escape, because the height restrictions and stuff, that coaster will pack a punch for that park. They could put that clone in that spot in that area, rework it, twerk it, whatever. To do it, they could. They really could. Will they? Who the hell knows? But I think that ride will go at some point. Oh, 5.5 hours. Okay. Yeah, but Canada is probably, for the most part, going to see the stuff. Nah, I don't think they're going to get it. The park doesn't need a wild mouse. They got Pandemonium, which is a spinning coaster, but it's different but similar. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a wild mouse. And it's not that popular of a coaster anymore, except on a really, really, really busy day. Other than that, it's a walk-on. It's got to be a busy day for that. No, Grobble, they're talking about it at Six Flags New England. Putting in a Raptor over there. They, I mean, when I've talked to the people at, that it had worked for Great Escape, they said that you're never going to see a huge investment here because the return on investment, it will take them so long that it's not worth putting in huge investments. That's why they get hand-me-downs, they get water park attractions. They don't get anything massive because it's just not... Well, one, they can only go 130 feet, number one. Number two, they can't... they can't build so high. Two, they're not going to spend the money because not enough people go there. I don't know. I always feel that if you build something, more and more people are going to go, yeah, it'll take a little bit longer to pay it off. But I think when you try to make that park, I mean, that park is a tourist destination, but it doesn't have enough to make it a true, it's not like a Dollywood or a Disney or a Busch or SeaWorld or, it's not, it's not like a Great Adventure or a, like a Magic Mountain. Those are the destination park you want to go to. So Great Escape is one that's like, I'll get there when I get there. And if I don't get there, I'm not going to cry, but I'll get there one. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it is because it doesn't have the big thrills. And when people are going to travel, they want big thrills. For the most part, people want big thrills. If you're going up to Great Escape for the, for the day, like I would, like I know what I'm getting into when I go. I know that. I know it's not a big thrill park. They do have some great rides there. It's a neat little park. It's not a huge park. You could spend all day there, have some fun, get on some rides, and have a great day. But it's not like going to a Six Flags New England or a Six Flags Great Adventure and so on. It's not like that. Where, it's not like really a branded, there's no Looney Tunes, there's no DC Comics. It's just what they got. They pay homage to their history, and there you go. Excuse me. There are rumors that the new coaster replacing Volcano, the Blast Coaster, is a huge launch wing coaster twice the size of Thunderbird. Who, me? Lerone? I don't know what I'm getting. I got to get to Lerone because I've never been. But, it's not on the to-do list right away. Let's just say. So again, like, what do you call it? Cedar Point, Cedar Fair does their thing. Six Flags does theirs. I wish that Six Flags would take the model of one big ride per park, one park per year gets a big ride. You spend like, whatever, 10, 15, 20 million. And then the rest of the parks get, little-ish flat rides, a water park thing. Next year, move on to the next park, da-da-da, you know what I mean? You don't need to give all these parks, like, especially with Six Flags, you don't need to be given Magic Mountain and Great Adventure, all the big stuff all the time. Yes, those are your flagship parks, but other parks need to... Cedar Fair has not been putting massive investments into KD since the poor return on investment for an I-305. That ended up being a failure of a ride then, if it's not, the poor return on investment, if it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Everything becomes hit or miss. It's weird. It's like, and it proves again, that's probably why the parks are starting not to listen to the coaster groups as much anymore. Because of, we were vocal, we're like, oh, you need a big, bad roller coaster. And then all of a sudden, they get the big, bad roller coaster, they spend buku bucks, and in return, nothing great came out of it. That Vekoma SLC that Lerone got was originally supposed to go to Great Escape. It was in their parking lot for a long time. And then it got moved over to Lerone. So that should tell you something. So yeah, it's all about the different attractions that you got, you guys will get going on. So yep. Well, a lot of people got kind of scared off too because of that curve with the gray outs. And honestly, that's probably, I like I-305, not my favorite coaster at all, but I just like riding it in the back seat, just getting that ejector crazy airtime going over the top hill. But the ride doesn't really do much. It's just fast. I don't gray out. You get a defensive ride. The restraints suck ass. And that's why people probably rode it once and was like, yeah, screw this thing. This thing hurts. You got people that ride it, but yeah, it's not that. Plus, it's in a weird spot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like I-305. I ride that multiple times every time I go. Every time I go. I go ride that. I like it. But every time I've gone to King's Dominion, it hasn't been that busy. I think the busiest I've ever seen it was when we went for CoasterCon. It was really busy. It was really hot. So we went back to the hotel that's in the parking lot over there and went in the pool for a couple hours. I was just like, I'll wait, cool off, chill out, and then I'll go back in the park. Usually I wouldn't do that, but it was just so hot and unbearable and stupid. I'm just like, let's go swimming. Let's just go chill out. We'll go back to CoasterCon at a later time. Yeah, no, I haven't. I'll go watch, when we're done. I'll go watch the remainder of Masked Singer or whatever. Or if it's, when is it? Is it only an hour long? I forgot how long it is. If not, I can watch it on the DVR. Yeah, I-305 is an okay ride. It's just, it doesn't really do much. It's just fast and painful. Yeah, like Maverick, Storm Runner. Yeah, they all hurt. I don't care how much you soften the restraints. It still hurts. You still get the neck chops and all that stuff. So again, like I said, oh, excuse me. I wish they could do something different for restraints. What they should do is just, King's Dominion needs a different coaster. What that coaster is, I don't know. And they probably figured with King's Dominion, let's try a 4D coaster, see what's going on. See if that works. If that's true. Let's say, hey, maybe this will help, because the cost for a 4D coaster is a lot less than a Giga. We all know that. And that's, that's why you look at, all right, example, Six Flags New England. When they got the Joker, which for those outside New England don't know, it's a 4D coaster theme to the Joker. I have never seen that with the full queue ever. But when I talked to Jenny, like, it did very well for the park. She didn't be like, because she'll be like, it did all. She'll be like, it did all right, or it did good, or it did great. Those are the three responses that I get. She'll never say it did bad, or should never say it did amazing. It did okay, or it did, it did pretty good, did great, just staying modest to it. She'll try and stay within the line of saying, yeah, but you can kind of, when you talk to and you say, you ask the question, they'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly without saying the good, but you can tell. The worst ride I've ever ridden? Damn. Well, one of them would definitely be Mean Streak, but that's gone. That's Steel Vengeance now. That was definitely one of the worst. You know what ride that I really wish that Cedar Point still had? Is Wildcat. That was one of their better rides there. That ride was so awesome. I love that ride. I miss it. I really do. RMC wrapped their restraints to like Premier comfort collars. Yeah, see, I hate the comfort collars, but they're not as bad as the I-305s and stuff like that. They're not as bad. So it's kind of like, hey, guys, it's not as bad, but it's still a pain in the ass. Yeah, when I went, my only visit in Kentucky Kingdom, it wasn't open, so I don't have that credit. No, I love Leviathan. Fury doesn't crack my top 20. Fury does not crack. It's not worth it. Neither does Nitro. I know it's not a giga, but I'm just saying different B&Ms I'm rolling on. A lot of B&Ms don't really hit my... I mean, there are some that hit the top 10, but they're not... I don't even remember what my top 10 was from... I have to look at the paper. You know what I voted on in the golden tickets last year? I forgot what I put in my top 10 for coasters. I mean, it's definitely going to change. Especially... Yeah, it's the same ride. They were calling them Cyclones or Wildcats. They're pretty similar to each other. They have the same kind of cars. They look like little cars going around. I wish I had the money to buy one. I know people have them things for sale all the time online. If you look up used rides. I think this is the website. Rides for you is roller coasters. Okay. I'm just checking real quick to see if I find one. Oh, somebody's selling a corkscrew roller coaster. Where is this located? It's a Vekoma model. It's different. It's not like what I'm used to. Oh, it could be. No, it's like the Rocky Point corkscrew without the loop. It's like Canopy's. If you got a cool 500,000, I don't know where it is. It's not in a park that I'm familiar with. I don't know where this is located. It doesn't say. But I'm looking. Oh, you can buy. Hey, anybody got $100,000? I can have, not borrow because I'll never pay you back. I'd like to buy a wacky worm, please. And we get $100,000. $99,000 can get you a wacky worm. I think that's a little high for that. I think for a wacky worm. Well, the one that came from Rocky Point actually came from Riverside before it was Six Flags New England. I don't know what date that. I don't know when. I think it was sometime in the 70s that Riverside Park had it, and then it moved to. Let me see where rides only. Yeah, this. I'm trying to find. I don't know where it is. Because usually I check these sites often, not as often as I should, but I check them. Well, you could buy a Mirror Maze for $195,000. You can buy the Tornado like what Knoebels is getting for $95,000 used. A portable go-kart business for $80,000. Where is... Oh, you can get a Dragon coaster for 60 grand. Buy a Paratrooper for 40 grand. Why can't I just look up like roller coasters? I know some websites you can. Just type in the search. Because I've seen... Or you can buy the High roller coaster for 35. There's a kiddie coaster for 12 G's. A little kiddie coaster for 6. I could buy it! I got that kind of money. I can afford a roller coaster. I got that. It's a kiddie coaster and it's a crappy one. But I can afford it. I can afford that crappy $6 grand roller coaster. I can afford it. What's this? Brand new backspin coaster. I never used $585,000. Well, usually I can find the Cyclone roller coasters. Yeah, see, I was supposed to have already been to Six Flags St. Louis this year, and I got the bone because of the Corona. You know, I was supposed to. Well, the high roller, you know, the oval roller coaster, that's still for sale on the website. I was supposed to go to Six Flags St. Louis when I went to Transworld. But I already have my tickets from this year transferred to next year. So next year I'll be at Transworld. No, Indiana Beach. They said the deal should be coming within the next couple of weeks or a month or something like that. The town, you know, announced a deal, like tax incentives. And then they said that they were going to, they said there should be a deal done really soon. But some of the rides were ripped out. Nobody knows for sure right now which rides were ripped out. They took some rides, sold the assets. Nobody knows for sure what's left. I haven't. I've been to Great Escape. I've been in, obviously, New England. I've been to Great Adventure. I've been to Over Texas. I've been to Magic Mountain. I've been to Great America. Am I missing any? I'm just trying to think. If I'm... Oh, I did go when it was Geauga Lake, but that nothing exists there now. But I went when that was a Geauga Lake. Six Flags, what was that? Worlds of Adventure. Six Flags ain't buying nothing. They're not even going after nothing. Right now, those days right now are slowly, for the near term anyway, that ain't happening. You kidding? If they went and started buying up and leasing more parks... Nope. What's FC? Oh, Frontier City in Mexico. I haven't been to Lerone. I haven't been to Mexico. Yeah, I said Magic Mountain. I've been to Magic Mountain. I went there. Technically, I've been to a theme park this year. Technically, I have. When I was there mid-January, I did Knott's Berry. I did Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry, and Disneyland. Hell, my kids have been to Over Georgia, and I haven't. They went with their mom. Their mom took them there. I didn't get that park yet. I will, though. I will get that park at some point. I gotta get that park. Let's see. Yeah, eventually, I'll get to Mexico. I'll get to all of them, whatever ones they got. This year I didn't know how much traveling. If you took the virus out of the equation, I didn't know how much traveling myself I was going to get because of the wedding and all this other stuff that was going on. And no, but Great America still has some good rides. They got the first Batman clone, the first original one. Raging Bull is good. Excuse me. Excuse me. What else they got? I'm trying to remember here. I rode their Dark Knight roller coaster. They got a Superman flying one. What else they got? I loved it when they had the little Hanna-Barbera area at Great American. And then they don't do that no more. They had the Jetsons roller coaster, and then every time it left the station, it went ding, 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 ding. They had a Scooby-Doo kind of flat ride. They had a Flintstones flat ride. They had some cool little area or whatever that stopped a few years ago. That big wood coaster they got, what is that, American Eagle or whatever, that ride sucks ass. X-Flight. Which one's X-Flight at Great America? Yeah, Matt. What's X-Flight? I don't remember X-Flight. Now you got me intrigued. I gotta look. Oh, is that the oh, it's that V2 I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna look at American Eagle. I didn't care for that. That was painful. Batman was good. Let me see what they got here. Condor was broken the day we went. Oh yeah, Demon was all right. It wasn't awesome, but it wasn't terrible. Goliath wasn't that great. They didn't have Justice League when I went. They got on there twice. Little Dipper I rode. That was the longest wait. That was okay. I haven't ridden Max Force. That opened up last year. Raging Bull was good. Oh, I rode Revolution. That was good. I rode Ricochet, which is the it's kind of like it goes shh, like that, you know, spinning ride. That was cool. I'm trying to see what other coasters they got. Oh yeah, Sprocket Rockets. Oh, they still have the name of it, Sprocket Rockets. Superman Ultimate Flight. Oh yeah, they didn't have Joker Free Fly yet. I don't remember when that opened. Vertical Velocity. I rode that. That is what it is. Viper. That one was okay, but it was rough. Whizzer, I loved the Whizzer. That was cool. Oh, X-Flight, the wing coaster. I'm a dummy. I love that ride there. That's one of my favorite rides there. Just because it's just going through the keyhole. What the hell is Yankee Clipper? What the hell is that? I don't remember that ride. Huh. Okay, well, regardless, I didn't ride that. Did you check out Knott's Berry Farm? Let me check out Knott's Berry. Knott's Berry Farm. Oh, you know, oh wait. Let's see if they still show. Yeah, it's still showing it. You got to click the 100 and what do they call that? The 100th anniversary of Knott's. You have to click that when you hit connect. You click explore, and then things drop down. You look over to the right where it says connect, and right underneath it says Knott's 100th anniversary. And when you click that, you'll see. I wonder if that ride does consider to be a family ride or... Yeah, it's on their website. Knott's Berry Tales Return to the Fair. Yeah, see, I couldn't ride Timber Mountain Log Ride when I was there. It was closed. They were doing work on the log cars, the log boats. I did the Flyers. We rode that. We rode all the other coasters. We didn't ride the train ride. We rode Calico Mine Ride. I wanted to ride the Stagecoach, but the person I was with was like, "Nah, we ain't gonna do this instead." I think I'm better off going alone. Or with, like I said, I either got to go by myself or with people that just want to ride everything. Because I like to ride everything that I can. And I don't want to listen to people tell me no. I'm not a no kind of guy, you know? I don't want to be told no. Let's see what we got here. I'm hoping I didn't miss out on anybody talking. Oh, somebody from Facebook said something. Hey, what's up, Zachary? That was kind of a long time ago. Sorry, dude. I didn't see. But, yeah, I've been... Hey, what's up, Marcus? Yeah, I've been to Williamsburg, Virginia, because that was even part of CoasterCon a couple of years ago. We did... I enjoy... Hey, dude, you don't got to apologize. I get it. I get it, man. I had macaroni and cheese and hamburgers. But, yeah, Williamsburg, Virginia. I like that park. And I also like Busch Gardens in Tampa. That one's also a great park. If you haven't been there. But at least with Gwazi, I've ridden it as a wood. And then I'll get to ride it whenever I, once it reopens. I can ride it as a hybrid. Yeah, when you do parks the first day, ride everything. Second day, rewrite the stuff I like as many times as possible. I can't remember the last time I had fast food. Yeah, I don't remember when I had the last time I had fast food. It's been a while. When the hell did I have fast food the last time? Actually, I think the last time I had fast food was right after my grandfather died, I think. So February. Hey, we're going on 2 months since fast food. I mean, I've had pizza and stuff like that, but not like McDonald's, Burger King, nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Tampa. They had, for the longest time, whatever the hell was going on, it was like they were building up Williamsburg. They were building up, trying to do things for all the other parks, and then Tampa just kept getting smacked with nothing. Once in a while they get something, and then they get nothing. Then over the last so many years, like 5 years, they started building it up, which is great because the park needed it. Hey, what's up, John? The Busch Gardens Tampa, they needed some stuff. So now they got their, Skyrocket 2 with Tigris. They got the spinning coaster there with Cobra's Curse. They got Iron Gwazi about to open whenever the hell we can get back. So they're starting to get, it's all coasters and stuff. They need to get some flats in there. They need to kind of even it out. What they do need is a nice dark ride. That's what they really need. Like, I get it. Roller coasters in reality are what brings people to the parks. I can remember in the old days before bankruptcy with Six Flags, they go, a tilt-the-world doesn't bring the people in. A roller coaster does. That's a true statement. But you can't keep putting a roller coaster in every year. You got to put other stuff in because not everybody rides roller coasters. Not everybody rides flats. You got to get a mixture. You got to, have a log flume, have a dark ride, have a bunch of flats, have a bunch of you got to mix it up, You can't, you got to make sure that you even the park, you know what I mean? It's got to be balanced. You can't just, you just can't go coaster, 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 coaster. Yeah, Falcon's Fury is awesome if you haven't ridden it. That's my favorite drop tower of drop towers. Because it's the only one that I've ever been on that does what it does. So that's why I'm a total big-time believer that Falcon's Fury is definitely my favorite drop tower. Verbolten, love it. Love it. Matter of fact, when we went to CoasterCon, we got to hang out inside the building while it was running. but we weren't allowed to take any pictures or video. They told us no cameras, tough tiddlywinks. You weren't allowed. But basically, obviously you can get into the building. There's fence, so you can't. But you can get pretty close to the track. But we got in there, and hey, what's up, Max? And it was cool. Like to be in there while it's running, and you could see. You could see the train go around, and then down the other side where we were, you could see Verbolten go into where the drop section is, and then you could see it launch out, go down and go. I don't know if I've ever ridden. Oh no, I've ridden Gerstlauer Eurofighters. The one I know, the one at Canopy Lake, that one sucks. Balance 2 boomerangs together, 0 launch coasters. I do like SFNE, so no, it is like I do believe that the 2 boomerangs are leaving more sooner than later. Because here's another thing to bring up, not just Six Flags New England, but any park, period, on the planet. Well, in the United States anyway. Any rides that are maintenance nightmares, especially after this, kiss them goodbye. They're not going to spend that kind of money anymore on the pieces of junks to keep them going. Coasters are going to be in danger. Trust me when I tell you, they were already struggling to keep them going. You know what I'm saying? They were just fighting to get rid of them, fighting to keep them going. This is going to be... I mean, this virus is going to change everything, but because of the money and all that... So that's what I think is going to happen. I think anything in the total nightmare maintenance kind of thing, those things are getting ripped out. They're going to look at those areas. They're going to look at every park. Doesn't matter what chain it is, who owns what. They're going to look at what is costing them money. They're going to get ripped out more quicker than they are than later. They're going to be like, we're not spending any more money on this pile of crap. So by that, I really think within the next 3 years, Goliath and Flashback are going to be gone. They'll put in another coaster. I think some type of coaster is going to come to fruition in that area. From what I was told by people that work during that time when I talked to them about Goliath, when Goliath opened, and then all of a sudden they got a new train, a year or 2 later or whatever it was. The trains were staggered, right? With the seats. So there was a lot of confusion of where to sit because people are stupid. So what they said was, hey, let's try, they were having issues with the ride. So they went to Premiere because Vekoma at the time didn't have a train to go straight across so people could just get in. Capacity, try to get your throughput. So Premiere made this prototype train for a Vekoma coaster. Obviously, we know where that's going. I mean, the coaster is comfortable to me. And I'm a fat little strut guy. So to me, it's okay. But like when you're going straight up the spike, when you come down and crest to go, you slam, you're slamming your butt, your back, that hurts. And going to certain transitions of different things, different spots, either in an inversion or just hitting the bottom or whatever, it hurts. It has a lot of problems with the catch car to bring it back, up on the other side. I told Jen that at Northeast, I said, look, Goliath was awesome before you changed the trains. I said, I don't know. I didn't say anything like, because of the GP, whatever. I just said, they need to change the trains back to that or get a new train or get rid of the ride. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, the back half of the ride, you don't want to ride. It hurts. It's comfortable to sit in, like when you're sitting, but it hurts when you're moving. If it didn't move and you just sat there for a minute, it's okay and get off. But it hurts. And it's just like, So, I never got to ride the Batman clones backwards. I never got that chance. But again, I feel Goliath and Flashback are going to go, and some kind of coaster is going to go over there, or they might just get rid of Goliath, use that. You can put a decent coaster in that area, redo some of the stuff. You can do that, and it'll be okay. Or you could get, I told Jen a million times, I'm like, get a launch coaster, put the station in Flashback, make it launch over there, have it come back. I said, move Balloon Race to the current smoking section by Pandemonium. I said, reopen the smoking section that was over behind Scrambler in that area. That was a nice area to go into to smoke. You didn't even know most people were smoking. You couldn't see them. It was out of the way because you're over by the fence by Wicked Cyclone and stuff. So, you take away that smoking area, you just give me a new one over there. I can deal with that. So yeah, that was. Yeah, you could do a full throttle or a max force in that area. You could do something like that. She did confirm to me, and I've said it before, but those that haven't been around, I was confirmed to that because there was a rumor going around. They couldn't build a launch coaster because of power issues in the town. She says that's not true. They can put, if they want to build a launch coaster, they can. So, yeah, full throttle is custom. You could build something. You could build something like that for New England. You could. It would be different, but you could. So nobody knows. Nobody. It just depends what the park's going to want to spend on money. You know what I'm saying? So, who the hell knows? No, I mean nobody knows. I mean, this virus has put everything in such a weird point in a weird spot that nobody knows what the hell's going on. I mean, if you look at it, we're all throwing a dart at a calendar it's just kind of like taking a handful of pennies and just throwing them up and seeing where they land. That's about as much knowledge as any of us has about opening dates, what's going to happen, what are the rules and regulations going to be. Oh, you know what I was saying? I just thought about it. See, that's how scatterbrained my brain is. I thought about a way that could help when the park's open. You know how you got to schedule for parking? What do you call it? When you try to schedule parking for the preferred parking when you have the membership. What if you have to do that to get into the park? You can't just show up. I mean, that's probably gonna be tough, but some people may just show up and might have to get turned away. But I think what they should do is do that for a short term. Just go online. For membership or season pass holders, and then somehow get the people that are just buying daily tickets to schedule to go in. I don't know how you do it. There's a way to. I just don't know. I really don't. Imagine Busch Gardens State removes Sand Serpent and relocates it back to Busch Gardens VA Park where they call it Wild Izzy again. They probably won't. I think if they get rid of it, that thing's going to go in the trash. Get rid of the doo-doo Donpa. What the hell? I never heard of anything you're just saying. So you wonder how Icebreaker could fit into Flashback Goliath area, even if they had to relocate Balloon Race and scramble it to Crack Axle Canyon or something. Now, they could do that. And you know what? It would probably be a good idea to move Balloon Race and Scrambler up there because nobody's going to Houdini and Tomahawk anymore. There is never a wait for them rides, ever. Not even on a busy day. There's no wait. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no lines, and you want to get people to go up there, and you got to move rides around. People go, well, "Where's the ride?" You got to go up that way now. We moved it over there. You got to kind of bring something to the area that people want to ride, because even with rodeo up there, nobody's riding them rides. I see rodeo on its last legs up there. I mean that's Dude, get off the B&M kick already. Jesus. We don't care. Will Scorpion be removed from Busch Gardens, Tampa? Not right now. They just painted it. I think that's going to stay around for a little bit. It'll be around for a little bit. Yeah, if it's overseas, I don't give... let's be honest. I probably, especially after this, I don't ever see overseas for me, ever. Not even the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I don't care what rides are going there. I probably will never get there. I mean, I want to, like, go to UK, but I'll probably never get there. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Nobody's going to want to go. Most people I know aren't going to want to go. There are a lot of people that are going to want to go, but I don't know. I really don't care about anything. I can tell you right now, I would never go to Asia for nothing. Not Disney, not nothing. Nothing. Don't care. I think they eventually go the steampunk route. Look, Crack Axle Canyon, most of us older people, you know, about us non-kids, we grew up with cowboys and Indians and the Wild West. Yeah, Mexico, that's not overseas. That's just attached to California. I'm talking like Asia, Dubai, Australia, stuff like that. I personally just don't see myself doing that. I know, it sounds stupid. Mexico, that's not that far compared to UK or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. And I know that, what do you call it? Mexico's not any cleaner. Axel, they're probably not going to announce any 2021 attractions at this point. We don't know. If they're going to announce them, they'll probably do it in August, if they are, but probably not. Until we know when the parks are going to open, I don't know. You know, like I was saying earlier, it's like take a handful of pennies and just throw them. Just throw them, and that's where it lands. That's kind of the same, whatever. You know, I mean, whatever they paid for and building that's gonna happen. Anything else is not gonna happen. Everything else is kind of on par with, I don't know. You know, it's just one of those things. My thoughts on Loch Ness Monster, I love it. Like, I love Loch Ness Monster. I think it's a fun ride. Kind of bangs you up a little bit, but for being its age, for what it is, it's pretty good. If you haven't ridden the Loch Ness Monster, especially like when we went to con, they added in the sound effects and lighting and stuff to the inside portion of it. It's cool. I like it. I wish that they would run the train so the loops could go again, but they don't. Unfortunately, they don't do that. It's sad. All the Batman clones are exactly the same. It's a clone. It's exactly the same. Every one I've been on feels exactly the same. I haven't felt anything different on those. But anyway, before we get out of here, let's try and see if we can get the debut of Fairtown trailer, and then we'll be back in a second.
I had to. Oh, prep. Hold on, Jeff, to prep you. Oh, God. Oh, are you all nice and flowered now? Wait, he's missing. Oh, look at the little cupcake.
come now.
Oh, gosh.
Where's the
How much suck could a dum-dum suck if a dum-dum could suck dum-dum?
Yeah, what you said.
You have to say it. Ready? Repeat it. How much suck could a dum-dum suck if a dum-dum could suck dum-dums? Goodbye.
There you go. That's the quick little thing that we did. So anybody that wants to watch that movie, April 17th, 7:30 p.m. It's doing its YouTube premiere. And you guys are the first to know that. Nobody knows that the trailer yet hasn't even hit YouTube yet. I debuted it here first, and then when the show's over, I'm uploading it, and then people can watch it. So you guys get the first taste of it. And so yeah, that's that movie's dropping this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So you guys can watch it. It's gonna be on the Haunapalooza channel. It's obviously not on this channel. Yep, they're gonna do a live premiere, so it's gonna play live like a movie on TV or in a theater, and then after that you can go back and watch it all you want. But I know myself and a bunch of the actors will be in the chat, of the YouTube channel, chit-chatting, talking to people during, during the live. What we, it'll, it was 6 away from 900, and that too. It's great that people have been, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, make sure you do. Make sure you click notifications, because some people aren't getting notified that we're doing it. Make sure that, when it's 6 away from 900, and as soon as we do, we're giving away the mystery box I've been wanting to get rid of. So make sure that you pay attention. We'll make the video who's going to win number 900, the box, when we hit 900. So that means we're 106 away from, what do you call it? Hitting 1,000. Think about that. 1,000. I honestly never thought we were gonna do that. Have I ridden TNT Shell Race? I haven't been there yet to American Dream, so that's on the list to try to do this year. We know Legoland's not opening up this year down in New York. That's next year. Thoughts on Griffin? I like Griffin. I like Griffin. I like Sheikra. They're just one-trick ponies. I go ride them, and they're fun. I haven't ridden Val Raven, and I haven't ridden Yukon Striker yet. Those are on the... Like I said before, when I went to Canada's Wonderland a couple of years... 2 years ago. Yeah. 2018 I went. Damn. They were building it. It was going to be new for last year, so we didn't get to ride it, obviously, so... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Eventually I'll get to American Dream, hopefully more sooner than later. And we'll see what happens. I'll give it a whirl. I'll try it and see what what it is. Yeah, I gotta find a bag of thing. I just haven't had my brain. Put it this way. If you guys notice, it's mostly been Planet Coaster and Grove shows during this, and I haven't really made other videos. I've got a list over here of videos to make. I've been lazy as crap and haven't done it. And that's my fault. Ooh, Apollo's. I'll go Apollo's Chariot, even though Raging Bull is going good. Yeah, I gotta check this one off because I did this one today. I gotta do some of these. Yeah, I just gotta make up. Where was I writing? Yeah, I had to write a thought down, because if not, I forget. But there is a little blip at the end. Riot hasn't closed. There's just been some battling over who's running it and all that. On the Mac Rides Rockin' Boat. Oh, that new the new mock ride there though, that new concept, that's kind of cool. I actually sent that. Hey, what's up, Isabel? I actually sent that video to Jen and I said, hey, check this out. Maybe there's something you could do for a future attraction. So she said she'd look into it. So who knows? And everything I show them, they talk about it and they either go, yeah, no, maybe, da 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 da. I mean, I really enjoy. I enjoy both. Raging Bull is good, but I would definitely go to Apollo's Chariot. I saw that the other day, Isabel. I saw you put a video up. I saw that. But yeah, I can tell you though, Alex, about Canada's Wonderland. They have some. Their coaster collection isn't amazing. Like they got more crap than good. Like Leviathan's good. Was it Behemoth is good. The Woody's I do like their invert. Their invert whatever you call it. You know what I'm talking about. I don't like their Top Gun one. That one sucked. I mean, I went there in 1995. Right? And it was called Top Gun, but it's whatever it is now. That sucks. That's an SLC, and it's awful. Leviathan was awesome. Behemoth was awesome, but they got a really good flat collection. They got some of the craziest. The Sledgehammer one. They got some cool flats over there that aren't around here. See, I can't go by like Yukon because I haven't ridden it. But Leviathan, Behemoth. You know what I'm gonna do quickly? I'm just gonna flight. Yeah, flight deck is awful. That ride needs to go hit the pond. Yeah, let me go to the. I don't want to connect. I don't want to give you my email for anything. Where's roller coasters? All right, I enjoyed Backlot Stunt Coaster. That's cool. Behemoth is cool. Dragonfire sucks. Flight Deck sucks. Ghost Coaster sucks. Leviathan's good. Mighty Canadian sucks. Silver Streak sucks. Taxi Jam sucks. The Bat sucks. The Fly sucks. Thunder Run sucks. Time Warp sucks. Vortex is good. Will the Beast sucks. Wonder Mountain Guardian, that one's pretty cool. And I haven't. They got Yukon. I haven't ridden it, so I don't have an opinion on that one way or the other. But out of everything I rode, Vortex good. Leviathan good. And Behemoth good. They can rip out the rest and start getting new stuff because the rest of that stuff is garbage. It truly is. Skyhawk is good. I like that. Skyhawk's good. I like the Sledgehammer thing. Ride. Time Warp is awful. Time Warp at Canada's Wonderland is awful. Tempesto's good, but the comfort collars suck. They really do. In certain spots, they're a little painful. They're not. I know the one in Coney Island. The first year it opened, I rode it. There was a couple spots that like really hurt. Like right off the drop coming down to the loop there, it hurt. And then they kind of fixed it, but they had other spots that were kind of rough. So, what's the better part? Great Escape or Lake Compounds? That Hammer Flat Ride at Canada's Wonderland is awesome. I don't know about the Great Escape or Lake Compounds. It's a tough one. I mean, Lake Compounds has Boulder Dash, but that's really all it really has, like, truly going for it. I mean, it's got Ghost Hunt. It's got a log flume. I don't remember Great Escape having a dark ride. I don't remember that at all. It's really a toss-up because they're kind of similar but different. I'm going to go Lake Compounds just because it's closer. Yeah, the one at Coney Island does suck. I'll say that. For like the first ride you ever get, as long as you get the right seat, it's not bad, but it does suck. I mean, it's going to be a long time before I ever hit Coney Island. There's nothing there that make me want to go back. Oh, yeah, Phobia. Yeah, so, yeah. Lake Compounds is definitely better than Great Escape, but Great Escape is still good. Great Escape is still good because Great Escape has, I heard, a good boomerang. When I went, I think it was closed. I don't remember riding it or not. I don't remember. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys, whoever can show up tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And we'll probably play some Planet Coaster and chit-chat, hang out, and whatever. And I will see you guys then. Anyway, till next time, everybody, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Don't miss out on the fun. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.